And so good to see you. You are joining us live for this week's episode of Off the Radar. Woo! Meteorologist Ryan Weekman.
You're not going to introduce. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Hi.
I didn't know if you want to introduce yourself.
Yeah, it's more. It feels more proper.
As you can tell, this is a very unscripted show. We have a lot of fun here. We are live in the WTOL 11 studios, but this is going to be different than most shows that you've ever seen on WTOL 11. Of course, you've got the nerd force here, if you will, of Kaylee and myself. Nerd is a good term.
I'm kidding. It's
Yeah,
to be a meteorologist,
like
you
a
have to
badge
be a
of
nerd.
honor, that's
but we
right.
have other nerds as well. We do.
Let's take you back. We've got our control room for us. So we've got our producer, Alexis, and our director, Tim. Hey, guys.
Hey.
How you doing back there?
Put together a new camera so you can see us better.
I like
Yes,
it.
this is a lot better. So
Thanks
those that have been watching us the last few weeks, this is an upgrade. So when we can get your raw reactions just like that.
Ooh, you see our faces now. Ooh.
And we're the right color.
Apparently you're a ghost. Okay.
Ooh, I look
Just
like
based
one.
on the sounds. We, of course, have our digital producer, Tiffany, joining us as well. And by the way, Tim's the one in the black and yellow shirt there. He's punching all the buttons. Hi, Tiffany. How are you doing today?
Hi, good. How are you guys?
Good.
Great.
You're like quasi back in the weather center back there, but you're going to be getting us some information and data that people are sharing with us, as this is a fun live show. Looking forward to that. Hey, if you guys are watching out there, type your city. Let Tiffany know where you're watching. Tiffany, if you get some replies, let us know. We'll give some shout outs this morning. Sound fun?
Of course. Hopefully
Woo.
we get some replies.
Looking forward to it. And then we've got Mark, one of our engineers, running the cameras in the background for us. You'll see him maybe interspersed throughout the show. Hey, Mark.
There he is.
Wearing his infamous
This camera.
Lions hat.
Looking over here.
Hey.
He's ready for some big game coming up this weekend, I guess.
That's right. Well, who are the Lions playing this week?
The Washington Commanders.
Oh, that's
The
right.
Washington Commanders.
I like that.
That's a hot team, Mark. Are you nervous?
I try not to think about it.
That's just sports in general, honestly.
There's your answer. If this is your first time watching Off the Radar, we have a blast and you're in for a treat. We start this off this week the same way that we always do, with our top three. Kaylee, what do we do for the top three?
I mean, we go not only across the country, but across the world and see some of our best, extreme, wonderful weather videos across the area.
Couldn't start this week anywhere except for on the West Coast, of course. This is the main headlines of what's been happening here in the United States. Of course, we're talking about the wildfires in and near Los Angeles. I didn't want to show you just video of the wildfires. I wanted to show you something that has been breathtaking.
Wow.
It's these guys and gals, the pilots that run these super tankers that are in fire retardant and water and everything. These are amazing to watch in action.
Oh, they're absolutely amazing. And of course, our thoughts and prayers go to everyone impacted. We send as many condolences as possible. But also, we got to give a big thank you to these folks, the people who are on the front lines trying to help end those fires.
I can't imagine flying as low as what they do and the skill that it takes for them to do this repeatedly day after day. It's amazing.
That's a lot right there. I mean, it makes me a little dizzy just thinking about it.
That red stuff's the fire retardant that they put down, so it tries to stop the fires from moving, so hopefully they get those under control. But of course, that's where we had to start with our top videos there, so hopefully those settle down for us here. Kaylee, where do you want to take us next?
Yeah, we're going to go actually over towards Oklahoma. We're talking not only fire, but also ice and snow as well.
Usually we go to
too.
Oklahoma, we're talking about tornadoes in like the movie like Twisters. Did you watch Twisters?
I watched Twisters actually on a plane a couple months ago.
Oh.
So a little bit different. It was,
And out of 10, what are you giving it? 1 out of 10?
I give it like an 8.5.
It was fun, right?
It was good.
It was obviously it's never going to live up to the original Twisters. Like that's all-time stuff.
But now I need to go back and watch the actual Twister movie. The ride that Disney had, oh, that was fun.
Amazing.
That movie sucked.
That was fun.
Was that maybe
Universal? Oh.
Yeah. Alexis,
An
thank you.
8.5 is generous.
Generous. Oh.
I mean,
Man.
I watched it. I'm a huge, huge fan of the first one.
Okay.
Obviously.
Finger of God.
I just.
It's hard to replace somebody like Dusty and Bill Paxton in there. And
R.I.P.
I
to
mean, that's
both
an
of those
all-star
actors.
cast, right?
Yeah, it's just the movie itself was just like,
Why?
I didn't see it.
Why do you say?
I feel that.
I thought it was pretty intense at times.
It was
right?
really intense, but we say it's very unrealistic, but it's unrealistic in general. But it's like that one was like so unrealistic. Like when they were in the thing where the rodeo and like nobody knew there were tornadoes
That
in the
part
area.
was a little.
Like,
That
come
part was a
on.
little bad, right? They all acted like they had no
Like,
idea
what?
like this tornado was
There's
coming.
wind? What?
That's what you guys are for.
It
to
was
tell us
much
that
more
they're coming.
believable. The problem is technology, right? Because when the original Twister movie came
Yeah.
out, they didn't have cell phones. So being
They
caught
didn't
off
get-
guard by a storm is totally plausible.
Yeah.
Nowadays,
Not in 2024.
yeah, you
5.
would see something.
You
coming.
wouldn't have
You'd
went to
a
the
good idea.
rodeo. You would have stayed home.
Okay, so Alexis, what are you giving it on a 1 to 10 scale?
Oh, like a 5. Maybe.
Oh.
That's a very mid rating. Tim,
Yeah.
did you see it?
I give it a haven't seen it yet, so that's my rating.
Really, Mark?
I'd give it a solid 8.
An
8.
8?
Yeah.
So you enjoyed it?
Yeah.
I've gone back and watched it again. It was pretty good.
I should rewatch it with you to get the inside.
Aw.
That would be fun. We could have like a nerd out version. We could do a special version of Off the Radar, like a director's cut, a meteorologist cut
I think we need to have the weather team go watch Twisters. That'd
all
be
together.
fun.
That would be fun. Tiffany, did you see it?
I haven't seen the new one.
Okay. Are you really into movies? Yes, no?
I'm a big movie buff, yeah.
Okay, so this is one you need to see then.
Yes, it's been on my radar.
But
Oh,
Yeah.
but this is off the radar.
You know what? The movie is on my radar.
Do you like the original Twister?
I love the original Twister.
Okay. Are you worried like it's going to ruin the original Twister? Is that why you haven't
Kind
seen
of.
it, or?
Kind of,
feel
yes, yes. I've heard mixed reviews about it. Mostly good, but I just don't want to spoil that original one.
I know it's
get
tough
that.
because obviously you were never going to make the movie like exactly the way the first one was because it was so iconic. So I get it.
I'll give it a try.
And one of the actors was really big in Hamilton, and I couldn't unsee him.
Oh, I know. What was his character? Oh, he was 2 characters in Hamilton.
I think he was.
He was the son,
He was the son at the second part, and then
And,
he was the best friend in the first part.
and we're going way off topic. Talk about off the radar,
See,
right?
this is what you get for the show. Okay, so this is what you get for saying Oklahoma. Okay, tell us,
Oklahoma.
what's your video? What do you got?
So again, we were talking about fire. Now we're talking about snow, and you guys know I love pups.
This
I love
is
the
right
animals.
up your alley here.
Oh, I can go play in the snow. Oh, I can jump. Oh, it's almost as big as I am.
What breed is that?
I think on the video description it said some kind of corgi, but I could see it a little bit because it's got that longer body and the shorter legs and the
What
ears.
accent was that just then when you were talking puppy talk?
Yeah, can we get more of that? Can you talk over this video in that puppy
It's
talk
the
again?
puppy voice. Come on.
You made me do the nerd voice last week.
It's the puppy voice.
All right, go. Give us a run through.
Okay, we can go play. I can go play. Oh, there's a sled. Oh no, I don't want the sled. I want to play in the snow over here. Oh, look at the snow. Oh, I need my friend Barkley here to play with me.
There you go. Your dog Barkley
Oh my goodness.
likes the snow.
Barkley, I gotta tell you, talk about ranting. So we had the snow Friday night into Saturday of last week.
Yeah.
This girl, we went outside, she did her business, she saw the snow. Oh my gosh, let's go play. No, it's cold, it's bedtime. Mom worked a long day, we're going to bed. So we go to bed. Every hour, she woke me up to go play in the snow.
It's like having a kid.
I said, Barkley, it's 2 a.m., it's 3 a.m.
Would you just take her sledding? That's all she's asking.
Oh, she'd be so scared of a sled. She'd be so scared.
AKA, she would be scared of the sled. All right.
That too.
Let's talk about our next video here. This is a top 3. So we've done 2, got 3. This one is interesting. Before we start this video, Alexis, Tim, you guys back there, favorite wintertime activity. What do you like to do? Do you like sledding? Do you like building snowman, forts, anything like that?
Staying inside.
Sitting inside reading a book where it's warm.
You are such a mom now.
Sleeping.
I don't take the kids outside. That's the husband's job. It's too cold.
Tim?
Sleeping. 100%.
Man, we've gotten old and
Hibernating.
lame. Oh my goodness.
A long
Mark,
winter's
anything?
nap. I mean,
I like snowshoeing,
Snowshoeing.
but
Wow.
you got to go way north for that.
Yeah, you kind of do. We don't really have much great weather for that, do we?
Not
You ever built an igloo, like a legit, like,
with the little block maker.
yeah, anything?
That'd be fun.
Can't do that around here either.
No. Tiffany, you much into sledding? Anything like that?
I think I've only been sledding once in my life.
What?
As a kid. Yeah.
Wow, this
Yeah.
is surprising. Snowball fight, anything like that?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, you're in for that. Okay. Well, we found video for all of you. We found video of someone who's really apparently never seen snow before, right?
Apparently, she's never.
Built a snowman, and this is going to be her first attempt. I want you guys to talk over this. What are you guys judging here when it comes to her first snowman?
it needs a little height,
Okay, we need some height.
Okay.
and there's plenty of snow.
Yeah, this is good packing snow
Yeah.
too, right? Not all snow works for this.
Where is this? Where, it was
Rolling
Tennessee?
the ball. Why
This
does
is
he
in,
roll?
you cannot say central.
It is Middle Tennessee. I learned that the hard way when
mini
I
balls.
worked in Tennessee.
Do you guys, what do you think about this snowman, Tiffany?
She's honestly doing pretty good for her first time.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
How many parts of a snowman body are there?
I was
usually?
gonna
Like,
say,
why is there
how many,
four? Why does
how
she
many
have four?
layers is she putting on there?
Yeah, like she got a little, you know what? She's apparently found more snow and said, let's make it a 4-body one here.
That's
Leg,
not how you
torso,
do
She's
it.
got a couple torsos.
Head, second head.
Head, shoulders, knees,
This
and
is,
toes.
okay, now down here, she did what most people don't acknowledge. You do have to build like a foundation, right? Every good snowman needs a foundation here. And you kind of needed this one to be a little bit bigger, but it's all right.
Is she not rolling it?
I think with this snow, it's much more of a Play-Doh snowman,
Yeah.
where it's just getting clumped on there.
You have to roll
It's
it.
okay.
Yeah,
I
roll
remember
it.
back in the winter, like 2014, 2015, for those of you that were around for that, you remember some of the pictures that we got? These snowmen were literally like as tall as houses. You guys remember that?
Yeah.
People would spend like 3 days because nobody had to go to work or school. And they were building
They
these
snowed
snowmen
in.
when we had all that snow.
There's
mean-
a classic Calvin and Hobbes cartoon where he rolls the one snowball. Calvin and Hobbes, love Calvin and Hobbes. He rolls the one, he said he's going to make the biggest snowball of all time. Rolls the one, what looks like a normal sized snowball. And he says, this doesn't look, his buddy Hobbes says, this doesn't look any bigger than any other snowball. He said, no, this is just one of his toes.
No. Do you
That would take a
imagine?
long time to get together. All right, so apparently first try, not bad.
What would you rank that, Ryan?
I would give it like a solid 6.5 to 7. 7. I'd give it a 7,
So basically, you'd give her a C.
probably.
What could she improve on?
There's improvement. There's a lot that could get improved upon. Okay,
There's-
are we geeking out with your weather term this week?
I think we are. So our
what do
weather
we got?
word of the week.
Oh, we got a really good one here.
Here we go. It
Okay.
is stratosphere. Ryan, what is a stratosphere?
The stratosphere is a layer of the atmosphere above the troposphere where the temperature increases with height.
That's my nerd voice, if nobody knows it, by the way. So there you
Oh,
go.
good job,
Official.
Ryan. Good job.
Thank you. So listen, those of you that have watched Off the Radar before, we kind of have a flow to this show. This week, we're doing something totally different coming up next. Kaylee, you've got like a game show for us.
Where are we going? We'll
We're gonna
find
have to,
out.
well, we're going to have to guess. Stay with us. We have a very short break for Off the Radar. We're going to be right back. Thanks for joining us.
All right, we're back. What were you trying to do just there?
We were going to talk about doing a high five.
That's just for me and Steven Jackson.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. No.
We'll come up with a weather high five. at
That's
some
what I'm
point.
saying.
But here's the issue. What is
What?
your high five? How high would you go?
You'd be in big trouble. Once you get that one figured out, we'll move on from
It's a high 8.
The high 8? What?
It would
8
be.
foot tall when he puts his hand
Oh.
up there.
Sir,
With the hand up there, not,
that's true.
yeah.
Just don't be a giant.
All right, let's get to that. I want to play a game.
Okay, we got a really cool game. So we're talking, we love the weather, of course, but we love games. So let's play a game. Where in the weather is this part of the world?
Oh, okay. So where in the weather is this part of the world? Very interesting here. So basically, we're going to have to take a wild guess. You're going to give us some clues
Yes.
to help us hone in on where you picked a spot in the world.
Yeah, and there's some different categories with these clues. We have a photo, we have a fact, and then you also have the forecast as well,
So
too.
is this, so we have to pick a city or a country. What are we picking here?
You can be as specific as you want. You can be as generic. I don't want a continent. I at
Okay,
least want.
Earth. Thank you. All right,
Okay,
I'll
Ryan's
take a
out.
wild guess. We have no clues. Alexis, Tim, Tiffany, Mark, let's all just take a guess here. I'm going to say Sydney, Australia.
Okay.
With no clues at all.
No
just
clues
guess.
at all. Just take a guess. We'll see how close our first guesses are.
I'm gonna say Bismarck, North Dakota.
Okay.
Okay.
London, England.
No, the other
Okay.
London. Okay. Well, it could be Ontario.
London,
All right.
Texas.
Mark, what do you got?
I'm going to say somewhere in Finland.
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 Wow. Okay.
Ooh, Tiffany?
Tiffany, world traveler.
I'll say somewhere in Russia.
Russia.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Let's see after the first clue here how badly we want to change our opinions.
All right, so the first one is a photo. So this
A photo.
is the
So,
photo.
so definitely
I'm
Russia.
wrong.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's Russia for sure.
That is so not Bismarck, North
That's
Dakota.
definitely in England.
How would I have known that you were going to pick a tropical location, right?
I mean,
Where's your mind at?
pretty
definitely
tricky.
on the beach, ready to warm up a little bit.
Tiffany, you might still be right. This, I believe, what do they call this part of Russia? I think it's Siberia, right? Is that right?
I still have a fighting chance.
Okay, you give us a new guess. What do you think? Where are we looking at here?
We'll go with the Bahamas.
Ooh, Bahamas.
Okay,
Okay,
that's a
Mark.
good one.
Mark, you said Finland. I'm going to say you're
I will
next
go
furthest away.
with Hawaii.
Hawaii, okay.
Hawaii. Okay, Tim, Alexis, you guys want to change your answers from what do we have? Bismarck, North
No,
Dakota.
that's still Bismarck. Yeah. Let's go with Tahiti. Just because I like to say Tahiti.
Okay, Alexis, what was your first guess?
I said England or like
Oh
London.
yeah,
so
okay.
definitely
This
not.
could be London. Yeah, this is Buckingham
other-
Palace.
You see Big
Side,
Ben back there?
London.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Parliament.
go like Turks and Caicos.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh, I like that.
I like that. Okay, so the next one. Oh,
Oh, am I
you
sticking Australia?
stick with Australia?
This doesn't look like Australia.
Are
I wanna
you
change
sure?
My mind. I want to change my. I'm going to go Hawaii. I'm going to stay Pacific. I'm going to go Hawaii.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. If you say so.
You're trying to get me not to change my opinion, which means I definitely need to change my guess.
Okay, so the next clue.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't have. Okay.
It's a fact. This receives the most, Ryan might be able to answer this one, receives the most of its rainfall during the winter months, but is also one of the driest cities.
What? Oh, so it's in the lee of a mountain, is what I'm guessing.
That's what I was thinking. The lee of a
Yeah.
mountain.
Definitely.
Totally.
So let me use some weather analysis to help you guys out here. What I'm thinking is, so it gets most of its rain during the winter months, which means the jet stream's very active that time of the year. But it also is one of the driest cities, so it has to be a city. I'm really liking Hawaii.
Okay.
I'm really liking Hawaii here. I'm gonna go Honolulu.
Okay.
All right.
Alexis.
Anybody want to jump on board?
A
Hawaii.
second.
Isn't that in Hawaii?
Tiffany says, okay.
Tiffany seconds, she says. Alexis,
I just picked another place in Hawaii.
what? Kona?
Like
You say
Kauai.
Kona.
Isn't it
Kauai. Oh,
Kauai?
Kauai. Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
Any other?
Mark said
Waikiki.
Hawaii.
Waikiki?
Yeah,
Is that a thing? Melikaliki Maka?
That was a couple of weeks ago.
Tim, where you go? Tim, where are you going?
We're going to Tiffany next.
No, Tiffany already said she's
She
on
said-
board with me.
Oh.
We're in the same.
I thought
city
you meant,
here.
where
We're
am I
doing
going as a
Hawaii 5-0
director?
over here.
I said Tahiti, right?
You did.
Are you sticking with Tahiti?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's still a good guess. Okay. What do we got for number 3?
All right, so this is the forecast for today where this is. It's 83 and mostly sunny. Oh.
I'm going back to Bismarck, North Dakota. Okay. All right. All right. What do we? Anybody want to change their guess, or we feel pretty good?
I want to change mine.
Okay.
I'm saying Cabo only because Dan Cummins is there right now. And he texted me pictures earlier this week and told me how it was like 83 and perfect and sunny.
Did he take that particular picture?
Well, it's funny because we have
What
Dan
if-
on the line right now. No, I'm just kidding.
I swear, if
he
this
would
was a picture
answer.
from Dan in Cabo, I would have ran around the studio right now.
He would answer if I called him. Yeah.
I would have thought there was inside baseball going on. Okay, give us the answer.
All right, so it is
Honolulu! Yeah! So we get a free trip there, right? That's what you said at the beginning. Those that guessed the correct answer, Kaylee was going to do an all-inclusive paid trip to.
Paid by Kaylee.
Paid by Kaylee, personally.
Yeah.
well, you got to read the fine print too.
Which said all
Employees of
people on this show-
WTOL are not.
That you have to take Kaylee, and Kaylee's the only one that goes. No.
Which Kaylee? There's like 30 of them
Exactly.
here.
all the kids. Tiffany, good guess, by the way.
Thank
Good
you.
job.
Nice job.
You as well.
We should keep a running tally. If this is going to be something we do regularly, keep a running tally. So we got 1 point.
Well, Mark had Hawaii also,
Yes.
and then I can't even keep track of what Tim and Alexis had.
I kept going with Tahiti.
And Alexis, you were close
You
enough.
say
You were on
Hawaii?
Hawaii.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was.
we'll give it to you. So
Las
basically,
Vegas.
Tim's the only one who got it wrong. Okay, good job, Tim.
I'm
okay.
Go back to Bismarck.
83 and mostly sunny.
This is fun. Hey, if you're watching us live right now on the YouTube channel, do you like this game? We could play it a lot more often for us here on Off the Radar. Remember, this is driven by you, the viewer. This is how we do it. And speaking of you, the viewer, we get your photos in every week. We're going to share some of the most amazing photos that you've shared with us. And we also had a question for you. Do you like it if it's too hot or too cold? Which would you rather pick? I know which one she's going with. We'll share some of your answers coming up next on Off the Radar. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back into Off the Radar. This is where we share your photos. And remember, you can always submit those over on the WTOL 11 weather app.
Yep.
Just go down to the viewer photo section. Boop.
Hit more
over to us.
photos and videos. We like to showcase them on Off the Radar, but also on WTOL.
This one's from David, huh?
David,
Look at this. What kind of bird is that?
I don't know.
Well, you told me that you knew this.
When did I tell you that?
A new game,
to
Guess
me.
the Bird.
Do we know it? Does anybody know this type of bird? This is the
No.
next. This
You
is
know
the next
that.
weather quiz.
That's a big fat no.
All I know is it's not a seagull.
But he
Okay.
froze his tail feathers off. That's what David said in his caption.
It looks like it.
Poor bird. Poor
Cute.
guy.
Did you say cute? This poor bird is
No,
freezing.
no. What the guy said was cute. He pulled his tail feather.
It is kind
The
of
bird's
cool.
fine.
All right, what's our next photo that we've got
All
here?
right, really cool photo. This is from the ribbon sent from Deb
Oh.
last week when we had some snow. Really gorgeous shot. A lot of people were outside ice skating.
I would like to go to the ribbon, but Kaylee, you say I'm not allowed to go ice skating.
Oh, you and I are not allowed to go ice skating at all. You
Between
have a better
the two
reason.
of us, we
yeah. Uh-huh.
have like 7 leg surgeries between the two of us, so we're not allowed to do that.
No.
I broke mine once too, so.
Oh, Tim, you did
Tim.
too? Anybody
Yeah.
else? Lower extremity surgeries? Anybody?
No.
So Tiffany, Mark, Alexis, you guys can go.
So half the team can go. We'll sit hot chocolate. Although Alexis, that's
Ooh.
your thing, isn't it?
What? Sipping hot chocolate?
Sipping hot chocolate.
yes.
I can skate too.
I
And
can
ski
too.
kind of, and snowboard kind of.
I'm
but
really
I don't,
good
I'm not good at any of them.
I'm very good at falling down
That's not flying, it's falling.
with style.
Style. There you go. All right, the ribbon's amazing. Looks great. Love the snow, the big snow that we had coming down yesterday as well. We got a video now, right?
This is a really cool one. Got to give a shout out to Chief Meteorologist Chris Vickers. He was at the right place at the right time.
That was more of a semi-truck. That was not a good horn, was it?
You want to try that again?
No, I really don't. He said this is the biggest ship he's ever seen, longest ship, right? Ever come
Yeah.
down the Maumee River?
I forget how long he said, but
713 feet, I think.
that's very specific. Sure.
Yeah, really super long. Coming under the Anthony Wayne High Level Bridge right there. What a shot this is. Love seeing this, breaking up some of the ice as well. I think with the cold we're getting this week, these ships might have a significantly more difficult time moving on the Great Lakes now.
Yeah, I mean, you showed a really cool graphic this morning. You show the western side of Lake Erie where it's frozen over because it's the most shallow.
Yeah, Lake Erie's about 25% covered with ice right now. By the time we get to that big cool down next week, it's pretty much going to be 100% covered for most of the lake. And speaking of that cool down, we have some alert days out there as well for you. We don't want you to miss out on the forecast. We kind of like to have fun here on Off the Radar, so we don't do a lot of forecasting talk, but we've got a little QR code that you can check out for
Right.
you as well, where you can see it. That was aggressive. You gotta wait for it to come on.
Oh,
Yay!
I thought it was going to come at the bottom of our screen.
Nope, covered
Never
our
mind.
faces. Look at that. So you can download that WTOL 11 weather app. When we're not here hanging out on the green screen or talking to you right here on Off the Radar, that's where we are, updating the forecast for you.
Yeah, and the nice thing is it's free. It's compatible with Apple and Android, and there's so much wonderful information, including that's how you can send in your photos and videos too, by the way.
See how easy that is? Okay, we posed a question to you guys. Would you rather have it be too hot or too cold? Before I answer or ask for the answers in the studio, Tiffany, we had some viewers that also answered this for us. You said this was the most responses we've ever had to one of these questions, right?
Yes, by far. We've had about 250 comments only on our Facebook post.
Oh.
Wow.
People were very passionate about this one.
And was there in any way, shape, or form a consensus or a majority on this?
Majority said hot, which was not surprising.
Because it's January.
Yeah, of course.
Do you think the answer would be different if this was July?
We need to ask it in the summer.
I don't think so. I think people would still say hot.
Okay.
A lot of people were saying that it's easier for them to cool down. I'm not sure. Me personally, I think it's easier to probably warm up with a blanket.
I think I decided when I was younger that you can only take so many layers off if it's hot.
Yes.
That was a that a lot
Social
of people
thing.
said
That's
that
a
too.
thing.
You can
Yeah, a lot
only
of
be
people
so
said that as
naked.
well.
Alexis,
Before it's weird.
this is a family show, Alexis. All right.
You have children that are watching, Alexis.
You can always put more clothes on. You can only take so much off.
It's true. It's a real fact. So you can always put more layers on to try to warm up. But the heat, while it's annoying and it makes you sweat and sticky, it doesn't quite bite the way that cold does when you step out the door, right?
Literally. I stepped out the door today and I could not feel my fingers as soon as I stepped outside.
This lady, when she walks in the studio every single morning, is literally, I'll try and pop you. Hi, good morning. And you're like,
It's cold.
you don't even say anything. You're just like, ugh.
It's true. I think I had my winter jacket and my scarf and my gloves on for a good 30 minutes before I took them off this morning before a good day. So.
Okay, so what are we thinking here in the studio here? Mark, too hot, too cold?
Depends on humidity level.
No.
Oh,
Too hot or
such
too
a
cold?
meteorologist answer.
Yeah, that was a, we can make you an honorary meteorologist for that.
I'll lean towards too hot.
Too hot. Okay, Tiffany, what do you got?
I agree that it's easier to definitely try to warm up if you're cold than cool down if you're hot.
Yeah.
But I'd rather be hot than
just rather be
cold.
hot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about back in the booth? What do we got? Alexis, Tim? What are you going with? Too hot, too cold?
It's easier to warm up, like because of what we said. You could put a million layers on. You can be like Joey from Friends and wear all the clothes.
Yes, thank you for that reference.
But it's definitely like the cold hits you, like you said before. Heat is more of a when you go out in it, and cold is, oh my God, I have to turn around and go back in.
You're not wrong.
I can't feel my face.
What's your
Alexis?
thoughts?
Cold. I don't like sweating unless I'm earning the sweat.
Oh,
Like I need to be running
a
or
little
working.
runner over here.
Yes, I hate it more than anything when you're just standing outside and you're like doing nothing and you're sweating.
Earning
like
the sweat, I like that.
The
That's
worst
a real
thing
thing.
ever.
good.
I have
Sweat's always a freebie.
I have a very strong feeling I know where your answer is going.
You know my answer. I would rather be too hot than too
Of
cold.
course, too
Uh-huh.
hot. I think a few years ago, I would have said too cold,
Really?
but now I'm getting old. And I think I want to go with too hot because I think about jumping in a swimming pool.
Ooh,
and it just sounds
yes.
so nice right now. If it was like 95 degrees outside in a nice cold pool.
Go to Honolulu.
No, it's only 83 there.
Only-
It's not hot enough.
Now, Tiffany, you made a good point. Some of our viewers had mentioned they'd rather be too hot also because of they have joint issues, they have arthritis. That's an
Oh,
issue
that's
I
a
have as
thing.
well too. I have really bad arthritis. So walking down the stairs this morning, I was holding on for dear life because I could not move my joints anyways.
Yeah, that's very understandable. And I was honestly surprised to see that because I didn't really think about that.
Give it a few years.
Yeah.
You will.
It's not fun.
You'll think of it and feel it. I think all of us will. So.
That's why I became a meteorologist because I could feel the weather in my knees.
Really? So how much snow are we getting tomorrow?
So we'll be back with no, I'm kidding.
If only it worked like that.
I wish.
This was a great off the radar, wasn't
This was awesome. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Thank you, Tiffany, Mark, Tim, Alexis, and also shout out to our audio director, Nick, as well. You didn't hear him, but he heard all of us.
Hopefully.
And Jordan
Las
in here running the
Vegas.
graphics.
Yeah,
also.
Jordan's back here.
Oh, Jordan.
Oh, Jordan. Hi, Jordan.
Sorry,
so,
bud.
It's a big team effort, so a lot of fun. This is every week. We like to hang out and have fun.
If you guys like this, comment on the YouTube stream. We'd love to see. If you're watching on that Fire Stick Roku app as well, come back. We're going to have a new show every single week. This is Off the Radar. We're glad that you're there, and we'll see you again soon.